Open up, right?
Yeah, hey, Shalom, man. We're going to start saying our praises to you.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash, Barakatah.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brethren out there that's teaching the word of Heavenly Father and the Lord, Savior, true sincerity, man.
That's right.
All right, we just got done closing up camp, and brothers about to go into a quick open forum, and like I said, Lord willing, we pray this to be edifying, man.
Right.
And brother gonna open up with an article.
Alright, now I just recently did a video on this one. I'm gonna go over it again because it's recent news, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do, keep up on recent and current events and stuff like that. Okay, this is from W7. It says, after Venezuela, Germany, Australia, and the Netherlands prudently repatriated a substantial portion, if not all, of their physical gold held at the New York Fed or Western central banks in recent years. This morning, Turkey also announced that it has decided to repatriate all of its gold stored in the U.S. Federal Reserve and deliver it to the Istanbul Stock Exchange. According to reports in Turkey's Yeni Safa, it won't be the first time Turkey has asked the New York Fed to ship the country's gold back. In recent years, Turkey repatriated 20 tons of gold from abroad, in which 28.7 tons was brought back from the U.S. last year. Alright, so this Turkey, man, alright, in which they used to be an ally, like I said in my video, I used to be an ally with the U.S., man, okay, but now the Lord is, matter of fact, somebody get that. It was that Daniel? No, Proverbs, the 21 chapter, the heart of the kings and the Most High. Yeah, so Turkey, they didn't shift towards back. They want to shift towards the gold, man, as far as their currency, because they see all the other nations doing it, and you got the BRICS and all that stuff like that. These other nations are watching that they watching them deals being played out, and they say, why the hell we still with this U.S. dollar? We need to get with deal with our own currency because they ain't bringing nothing but debt or not. So yeah, Turkey, man, and they, like I said, this is probably a back burner what's the word I'm looking for, chip on their shoulder type deal, because they accused the U.S. going back in 2015 where they basically had what they call a coup d'etat, which is French for strike of a state, okay? And back during in 2015, you basically had the what is it called, the KBB or YGBB, I forgot stand for, but it's like basically like a lone wolf arms rebel group, all right, that Turkey be beefing with and whatnot, and Turkey believes that the U.S. has something to do with that coup that they call it, man, which is basically like they was trying to take over a coup ain't nothing, a coup d'etat ain't nothing but a military or overthrow of a government. Yeah, that's all it is.
A smaller regime taking over,
That's right.
Yeah, the larger regime.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm just gonna say, like, Turkey believed it had something to do with it, so they said, oh, we ain't gonna mess with you, man, because you helping the allies. And then the same thing with the situation where so-called ISIS with the terrorists was in the land, and like they found out that everybody found that the U.S. was supplying weapons to them, man. And they knew that there was a CIA, proxy, psyop, basically. But somebody get that? That's Proverbs something?
Yeah, it's Proverbs 21:1. It said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh.
That's right.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it wheresoever he will.
Yeah. So the Lord, he's gonna turn all U.S. allies, all right, everybody, NATO, even the U.S. is a member affiliated with NATO, okay? All the allies of Babylon the Great, U.S. they basically gonna turn on America, all right? And we can see Turkey being part of it. They said, fuck you, okay? Fuck the U.S. dollar. We gonna do our own thing. And they eventually gonna shoot missiles on the place too, man. So it ain't gonna be no peace agreements and nothing like that. This thing's gonna get worse and worse, man. Anybody has questions?
I do.
No, go.
All right, now I just wanted to make the statement before I bring this out. This is initially talking about Israel only, but I'm using it in the aspect of the statement of what you were talking about the kings. This 1 Samuel 8:18, and it reads, "And ye shall cry out in that day because of your king, which ye shall have chosen you, and the Lord Yahweh will not hear you in that day." You know, and they chose this king by voting for him. I remember Apostle I was recently speaking, but if I could have voted, I would have voted for Trump because he's the man for the job.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, he further perpetrating, getting us closer to World War III and us getting up out this place, man.
Right.
But nonetheless, these people gonna be crying of the king that they chosen. Even like right now, that was the spirit because I was browsing RT News and they had they said the Democrats. If you don't mind, I just wanted to read the headline about on a quick RT News article was going into about the Democrats and them filing a lawsuit against Russia and against Trump for the reason of which they lost. So they still crying out to this very day about the fact that they lost. Here it is right here. This on RT News. It was posted today, April 21st, 2018. It says Democrats try to justify their election defeat by filing a lawsuit against Russia and Trump Moscow. You know?
Yeah. Cause
Go ahead.
That's them, man. Like, cause Esau, man, you very strategic on what he doing, man. You trying to make Russia take the blame. All right, so that way you can cause a damn like that. See, man. Yeah, you try to blame Russia so you can cause some type of chaos, so that way you can get up over there in the Middle East, man. You got it. I know you want to say some more.
Oh no, that was the spirit. That was pretty much it. You know, just saying that 1 Samuel 8:18 that you gonna cry in that day because of the king which he have chosen you, man. You know, and now y'all starting to see like, damn, this ain't who you should have put your trust in. You supposed to be putting your trust in Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah. And for you not doing that, like the scripture said, y'all gonna be crying out that day, and the Lord not gonna hear you, man. You put your trust in men, man. You got it.
Oh, what's that scripture say? It's in Jeremiah. I can't think of it right the head, but I got one for you though.
Go ahead.
Going back to what he had brought out. I had brought out about the Turkey dropping the American dollar, right? And because pretty much we headed to all the nations about to pick their size, which they sizes themselves, and they gonna revert back to their own nature. Because when shit get real, man, your instincts tell you to, you know what I mean, protect you and your kind, you know what I mean. So what you think about that? So I'm gonna bring this out. 2 Corinthians 15 verse 16. It say, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another," but we know that's going on to, like, you know what I mean, when pretty much when Jacob's trouble comes, like, you're gonna have people running in people's houses and shit like that, you know what I mean, doing all type of heinous crimes, all right? It say they shall not regard their kings nor princes. It says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And you can not only that's gonna be on a low level, you're gonna have anarchy pretty much. Like, anarchy is pretty much a lawless civilization or a lawless place. But it say they should not regard their kings nor princes. That's gonna happen on a low level, and it's gonna happen on a higher scale, man, where you're gonna have these nations, all right, these countries where they're not gonna regard their current president or their congressman, all right. They ain't gonna regard them, man.
Yeah. It's like it, because they got a lot of protests going on about the Iranian president or something to that effect. Yeah, because they protesting because they didn't want him to be president, man. You know, so like the brother saying, because sedition means what? Conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against authority or monarch. That's what that word sedition basically means, right? You know? And that protesting, that conduct and speech that people basically, because that's what it is. Majority of people just followers. They see other people doing, they gonna follow it. That's just like protesting. Black Lives Matters. When niggas see other niggas, they just follow just because everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody doing at the time.
Yep. And the scripture say, "Falling not a multitude to do evil." Man.
That's right.
You had something over there, yeah.
Yep. No, because I heard y'all speaking about Russia. Or something.
Yeah. We still on.
Oh, this and basically about Esau, you know, him being deceptive and all his wickedness and me and shit. But what you doing? This Revelations 20:7, it says, "And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth."
Yep.
You know,
man. That's what's happening, man. And it say, matter of fact, bring it back. That's a lot of
Revelations 20:7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. It's
Yeah, in that 1,000 years, man, when you go back to during the time of the Renaissance period, all right,
That's right.
Satan pretty much the nation of Esau, all right, which is the Edomites, they were pretty much the Most High let them come back into pretty much power, man. That's why I say they shall deceive the nations and stuff like that. Because during the time prior to the Renaissance period, Esau was in captivity, man, under Jake, man. All right,
That's right, yeah.
And we had him under
Dark
complete
Ages.
Yeah, the Dark Ages, man. We had him under
Roman Empire.
Yeah, con.
And even that's a curse because we still looked at it as a byword and a proverb because they call our era that we rule a dark age.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because we rule.
Yeah, Jake.
Yeah, but the reason why they call it that because that's something Esau don't want to remember.
That's
why
right.
they call it the Dark Ages.
That's right.
'Cause they don't want to remember that shit. They was getting hell put on them.
Yup.
That shit coming back in a big way though.
Oh, hell
That's
yeah.
right.
I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
going.
it's some more.
Verse 8 it says, "And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth."
Yup, that's where you get the iconoclasm, the Russian icons and stuff like that. Fucking whitewashing every damn thing up
Right.
into this current period, man.
That's right.
You go to like the average, then go to the library, man. 'Cause I was at the bookstore trying to get this this book on the Roman Empire. I was, you pick up a book, you kind of like skim through it. I was skimming through the books or whatever, and like it was bullshit, man. Because like if you a brother that's just kind of like dealing through like history and read certain books, you can kind of pick up a book and kind of like, you know what I mean, like real talk, like skim through it, like oh no, that's bullshit, man. But I was seeing it. I picked up about 3 books. I was like, man, the lady brought me downstairs and see some books. I'm like, man, I ain't getting these nice books. And I can tell, man, it was bullshit, man. And that comes from that scripture right there, man. Say, bring that back, the little part back.
It says, "And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth."
And that's why the average person don't know their nationality, man. And when like you walk into a Moabite, you ask him, hey, who is Moab? He gonna look at you crazy, man. You know what I mean? And none of the nations know who they really are because of that scripture right there, man. He say he shall go out to deceive the nations, man.
Right.
That's right.
Nations plural.
Yeah, nations plural. Go out.
Can I land back off you, Baba Kasha?
Yeah.
You go first.
It says Gog and Magog to gather them together to battle. The number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about. Yup. Yeah, they compassed the camp of the saints, man. Meaning they took us down, man.
Yeah,
They over us.
That's right.
Yeah, kind of.
That's right.
Yeah.
As unfortunate as it is, man. As unfortunate as it is, the Lord delivered them to be over us because of our iniquity, man. Or because of our sin and our wrongdoing, the Lord allowed this lawless ass nation to rule over us.
That's why it says and compass the camp of the saints, meaning they over us, man.
That's right.
That's what compass means.
Yep.
That's
All right, you know.
Yep.
It says and the beloved city. All right, who's the beloved city, man? They took over our land over there.
Yeah.
All right, all the Israelis, Palestinians, all the other nations think that land belonged to them. It says, and fire came down from the Most High of heaven and devoured them. That's what we waiting for,
Hell
man.
yeah, man, that fire,
Because that's what it's ultimately gonna reach, man. All these sanctions and tariffs and this back and forth and these goddamn, this wars, so to speak, man. All right, that's what it ultimately gonna end in. And the Most High sending fire down from heaven
That's right.
by way of what? ICBM missiles,
That's right.
nuclear fire.
Yikes, man. The Lord, he gonna judge this place. Hey, it was just spirit because y'all was making a statement, and I know the spirit kind of switched, but if y'all don't mind, I just wanted to show the camera this,
go ahead.
Baba Kashad. This is a image or an icon from the Russian catacombs in which we dwelt. Salakia, I'm not sure about how well y'all can see it, but we dwelt, you know what I mean, over in that Middle East area. All right, we ruled all of that area, as a matter of fact, and we in them caves had our images painted, to look like us. And what Esau go and do, he go and whitewash the image, or take them down completely. Just that iconoclasm, that destroying of our imagery, And I just wanted to elaborate, speak on that just a little bit because that's what y'all was hitting at, man. All right, during the Middle Ages.
And it's a book about that. It's called Russian Kings, and it's basically about how our images was in there. Then Esau whitewashed them images.
That's right.
In the book, it's like online, like hundreds. It's like I'm gonna say like about $300. But see, the reason why it's that high, cause Jake don't read anyway. But if somebody who do read want to know about it, they gotta spend $300 on it to get it.
That's right.
Yeah, You got something over here?
Get that first Maccabees, that 3 and 48 for the brother, since you're speaking on it. You know.
Oh, calm.
Yeah, put it. Get the scripture for it.
This first Maccabees chapter.
What's up? You got some more left on there?
Oh no, I had another scripture here.
All right.
Y'all got it.
First Maccabees chapter 3.
Yeah, because Esau, you gotta pay for this too. Don't think your works don't go unnoticed. Like the scripture saying Jeremiah 49, shall he altogether go unpunished? No, man, you gotta pay even for this, man. Because the scripture say remove not the ancient landmarks, man. All right? And part of the things that we set up, you went and he trying to discover. All right, like for example, the pyramids, that's mentioned in the Maccabees.
Yep.
All right, that we set up. He over there talking about he
first
finding tombs and
Yeah.
he digging shit up, you know, and so on and so forth, removing ancient landmarks. All right? Trying to basically take out the history that was there.
Yep.
Like when the 12 stones was set up by, what was it, Elijah?
Yeah.
I believe he set up the 12 stones. You know, there's instances like that, man. Esau go and remove them. So for reasons like this, you got to pay too, man.
First Maccabees chapter 3 verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint in the likeness of their images.
And that's it, man. The heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images. So for these reasons, though it may seem small or minuscule to you, in the eyes of the Lord, he ain't forgot this wickedness that you've done. And your sins are still being compiled into the heavens, man. All right, see, we being trodden down to the Gentiles to the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And right now it's not yet, man. All right, but it's coming soon. And we see it because this place is crumbling. All right, the Lord about to visit the world which he made. And we know because of the part of the signs of the times that's passing, man. All right, just look at what's going on around about us. We see that Esau is about to get judged. All right, we got judged and Esau ass is on trial, man.
That's right.
Okay, and he about to get judged by the Lord. He about to slam that gavel down, man. All your wickedness that you've done, even having the audacity to beguile Eve. All right, approaching into our woman, taking the likeness to even approaching to us and come with them bullshit philosophies.
Yep.
All right, even stuff that, like I said, may seem small to you, but in the eyes of the Lord, it's a big deal because you causing Israel to err. You know what I mean? And like the scripture saying in Deuteronomy, man, if any man tell you to come worship another God, you should stone him. You should be the first one.
Yeah.
Can I get that? I gotta look it up.
By all means.
By all means.
By all means, man.
Same.
Yeah, that's what, you know, man. Like, you should be, ultimately, man, you should be waiting for, like, Esau to go down, man. Like, brothers are tired of the shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta, this day-to-day fucking life, man, you gotta go, man.
That's right. This is, right quick, Baba Kasha, Deuteronomy chapter 13, and I believe I'm going to start at
Go ahead,
get it.
No, I want to say it too, because it's like, I'm tired of trying to convince a nigga why Esau gotta go, man. Why do I gotta, like, I mean, real shit though, man. Like, I'll be thinking about brothers, like, you know what I mean, when brothers on the highways, byways, and like, say you ain't speaking, but you listen to the brothers that's speaking, like, say whoever's speaking at the time, like, you listening to them, and it's like, and they say you get into it, like last week, Aki was getting into it, the 2/3, and I'm thinking about it, like, I'm like, why do we gotta convince Jake this hard to okay, this is the reason why Esau gotta go. His work showed forth why he gotta go, man. Like, like if you want him to stay around, man, I'm telling you, man. Like, may the Lord fucking destroy your ass, man. Like this, Esau, like he has to go, man. Ain't no trying to save him, man.
That's right.
He has to go, man.
Like I say, this they got a thing called pros and cons.
That's right.
You weigh your pros and cons.
Yeah.
What's the pros of keeping Esau and the cons of you know what I'm saying? That's how you do. You weigh your fucking options.
Yeah, man.
You weigh and that's why the scripture talk about in Daniel that you've been weighed on a scale and you've been found wanting, man. Esau, man, because he's a goddamn. That's what it is, man. You feel me?
Oh, I got
pros and cons, man. Look, it's pros and cons, really though.
No, I got you. I got one for you, man.
Right.
Cause where's that one? It's in Samuel where it say Mosiah is a god and he weighs the
1 Samuel 2 and 3.
Okay, it kind of. I thought it was 2 Samuel 2 and 3, but let me get this real quick. 1 Samuel said 2 and 3, right? Yeah, this is 1 Samuel. You said 2 and 3, right?
2 and 3.
Because I'm speaking about the balance, right?
That's right.
1 Samuel chapter 2. Verse 3, it say, talk no more so exceedingly proudly, let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
All of which Esau's full of. He full of, he said, raise it, he held up the head, man. He walked around with his head high, man, full of fucking pride, man.
And don't forget these niggas.
Yeah.
That's who Samuel was talking to.
Yeah.
Fucking niggas, you feel me? But yeah, Esau, he the main one. Jake, number goddamn 2, man.
The ultimate nigga.
And Esau, the ultimate nigga, and Jake, like the scriptures say, your lust of your Father you would
shall
do,
be.
man.
That's right.
You feel me?
That's right.
Finishing it out real quick for you. Said, for the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed.
Yeah, the action. He said actions are weighed, right? Yeah, right. That's how you weigh. That's how you convict the motherfucker off of the actions. And then you feel me? Of his actions, man.
And that's what Esau do in his court, man. He
Come
take
on.
your ass to court,
Yeah.
and he bring up the rap sheet.
That's
right.
Okay, well you did
Your
this, that,
actions,
and
what
third.
you did.
Yup, and now he gonna bring you to court from what you did, man.
That's right.
And pass judgment on you.
Yeah, man.
Unrighteous judgment.
Yeah,
Unrighteous
unrighteous judgment at
judgment.
that, man. You might have
Unrighteous.
stole a fucking bag of chips. This nigga give you this, that, and the third,
To
man.
life.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, whoever had the scripture, man.
I'm typing one in
This shit is
now.
good.
I got this real quick.
You got it.
Hey, bring your scriptures out, you know what I'm saying? Shoot forth now.
Shoot them out, man.
Alright, but this is Micah chapter 6, verse 10. I'm sorry, 9 it says, the Lord's voice cried unto the city, and the man of wisdom shall see thy name, hear ye the rod, and who appointed it. And the Lord's voice is the prophets, man. And we
That's
is
right.
crying unto the city, man. And
That's
the men of wisdom are the elect, man. Alright, the 1/3, okay? They see the name. Alright, and
God,
it says, are there yet the treasure of wickedness in the house of the wicked? And the scrap measures that are that is abominable. And yes, there is. That is Michael asking the question, man. Are there yet treasures of the wicked in the house of the wicked? Yes, it is. The treasures in the house of the wicked, man.
That's right.
He's down devil and hoard up all the gold,
Yup.
all the silver, and all that stuff
That's
like
right.
that. And he ain't sharing it, man. He just got it up in a fucking vault, not you know, sharing it basically,
That's
man.
right.
So let me finish this real quick. And shall I count them pure with the wicked balance? That's a hell. This is Michael being what's called not facetious, but sarcastic, man.
Come on.
Shall I count them pure with the wicked balance and with the bag of deceitful weights, man?
All right.
That is a bag of deceitful weights, man.
That's
This
right.
damn U.S. greenback, that is a bag of deceitful weights
That's
because
right.
guess what? It ain't backed by shit, man.
That's
Right.
right.
It's only backed by fucking labor and deceit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead though.
He go. I know you had some heat over there.
I got something, man. I got some. This is Psalms chapter 36 and verse 1. It said, the transgression of the wicked saith within my heart that there is no fear of the Most High before his eyes. You feel? And that's why this devil do all that, man. When it comes to the monetary system, like the brother talking about, he do everything contrary to the Most High, because he ain't. Here it is. You ain't supposed to make that like the brother was talking about the money. It ain't backed by nothing. You feel me? You ain't supposed to do that. It says, for he flattereth himself in his own eyes. And that's what the so-called white man do. He think that he's so proud. That's why the scripture says, look is more stout than the fellows or something. All right, because why? These devils over here in America, they flatter themselves in their own eyes, man. They pump themselves up. They pump. Hey, you remember the kicks they had? I forget what they was called.
Oh yeah, the Reeboks.
Yeah, the Reeboks. Yeah, the
White
Reeboks.
man can't jump.
Yeah, that's what Esau do, man. He fucking pump himself up. It says, for he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. Until that wickedness that he doing to all these nations with the money, when it go back to the money and then the food, and the judicial system, until all that shit be found to be hateful, man.
Hey, bring that back.
Yeah, that's Psalms 36 and 2. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful.
Can I say something?
Yup, son.
Say something like that, Drake song. Say something, baby. Okay, look, man. Until his wickedness be found hateful, then that's what the nation's doing, man. They looking at Donald Trump like, oh, this motherfucker's over here last week. He's talking about this peace agreement. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't stay true to it. Man, hell no. Man, this man's the devil, man. You know, they found his wickedness to be hateful.
And when you go to the what was the dude the fucking president. The one president during the time of 1970.
Oh, Gamal Abdel
No,
Nasser?
the U.S. president. Who was? I think it was Nixon.
Oh yeah, Nixon.
Richard
In
Nixon.
the 70s.
The 70s. Yeah, when he closed that deal with the president of I think it was Syria, or the president of Iran, or some one of those presidents. But when he closed that deal, when they made at the Bretton Woods meeting, all right, when they had closed when they had locked the petrodollar in, they closed that meeting. He realized what he did was fucked up, man. Because like he understood that, all right, in order for him to get that deal, once he made that deal, whatever, he understood that he got pretty much he got tricked, man. All right. And that's how it is with this damn devil, man. I can't remember the exact details of what I was about to say, but that's how it is with this devil, man. Once you go into a damn agreement with his ass, you realize that you done messed up, man. Because he ain't going to stay true to his word, man.
Right.
Oh, I got some. It says, verse 3. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit.
And clear as day, man.
Yeah.
The words of his mouth, like I was going to.
Yeah.
And the Bible speak for us, man.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, man, because I couldn't get the words out, but it just said what I wanted to say. It said that his words were
It says the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit.
and this iniquity and deceit, man. Everything that you fucking say, I don't want to hear it, man. Brothers don't want to hear it. The Lord don't want to hear it, man.
That's right.
We seen, like I told that Jake earlier, we seen what you had to offer, Esau, and we done with it, man. Them fucking tricks ain't working no more, man.
It's-
Brothers, you can go. I can't finish.
They
that,
say
man.
he have left off to be wise and do good.
Oh man.
He said he deviseth mischief upon his bed.
That's right.
He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil.
Oh my god, damn. Hey, them scriptures just saying it all, man. Them scriptures, you might have to go back.
36. You don't start from the top.
Hey, that was all up in there, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
Come on
man.
now.
Hey, come on now, yeah, cause like that, ain't nothing in this man's heart, like the scripture said in Habakkuk 2nd chapter,
Yeah.
man. His soul that was lifted up in him is not right,
Yeah.
man. That's what you Jake's gotta
That's
understand, man. You Jake's trying to defend his ass, man.
That's right.
The Most High programmed this dude to be wicked, man. And ain't nothing you or anybody else can do about it, man.
That's right.
You just gotta accept the fact that he the devil, man.
Hey, the scriptures say what? There be spirits created for vengeance.
Yeah, that's
You
a
feel
rock.
me?
Hell
Hey, because
yeah, man.
Esau, he's the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Oh, matter of fact, because I had
Since you said
recently
that.
seen that movie Dark Towers. I don't know if any of y'all Akim seen that. But
Yeah.
Idris Elba was in it.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Alright, man, that movie was cold, man. It showed you how, Esau, it was mainly about, facing demons, alright, and having a strong mind to face a demon. That's what that movie Dark Tower was all about when you watch it. Alright, but man, yeah, man, this devil, man, the guy that played the main villain was an Edomite, like always, and he's used witchcraft, man. He was psyching everybody out. Like he'd say something like, "Stop breathing," you know what I'm saying? And like if you believe it in your mind, like he'd do some magic on you, man, some tricks. It wouldn't work on the Jake though. Idris Elba, because he had a strong mind against the demons, man. These Edomites, man, they use sorcery, man. That's why they say what they the forked tongue and his word smooth and butter.
Yep.
That's that sorcery right there,
Yep.
man. You know what I'm
That's
saying? That's what witchcraft he working on you other nations and all this.
His hand signals, all that shit.
That's right.
And them hand signals, man. That's people don't know, man. That's a lot of witchcraft in that, man. You
Subliminal
got
messages.
something up?
Okay, real quick one. Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Oh, beautiful, man. And matter of fact, when you go through the history of that was a decree put out from the Most High. During the time of Saul, Saul told the Lord, Salakia, the Lord told Saul to kill all the familiar spirits, man. But he ain't do it though. I mean, I think he did it to a certain degree. I kind of forget that part, but
I
So what?
thought he had like put them away like out that land.
no, but there was another one. He told him to kill them off.
Yeah, he told them to kill off all
Yeah,
the
he told
basically
them to kill
so-called
them,
Jews and Amalekites.
Oh,
Kill
he
they
told them
kids, they cattle. He left the sheep and he left the Amalekite.
I got some.
Yeah.
If y'all don't. It's Isaiah 47 and 9. It said, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment in one day. The loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection. For the multitude of thy sorceries. Because y'all was just talking about the witchcraft and shit. So,
Hell yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's one of Esau, man. Say, bring that part back. Bro.
Yeah, it says, they shall come upon thee. Matter of fact, I'll read it again. Isaiah 47 and 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment in one day. The loss of children and widowhood.
Yeah,
That's right.
Esau, you gonna lose a lot of You want to say something?
No,
go ahead. No, go
Go
ahead.
ahead,
Go ahead.
It's the next verse
Get
I'm
up
on.
in there.
It's the next verse.
Hey, no,
I was gonna
speak
keep
period.
going.
You got it, man.
Okay, bring
You
it back
got
one more time,
Bring it
man.
back for him.
Isaiah
You got it,
47:9. But these
want
two
you to get up in there.
things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day:
That's
the
right.
loss of children and widowhood.
Right, because they say they would neither know either one. If your brother was started up,
Yeah.
that no, you ain't got to. I'm just saying.
No, come
when,
right.
when brothers read, if you start up and you read the whole
Come
chapter,
right.
it's talking about that pride that Esau got as if they would not ever know those things, and the Lord is gonna bring it upon them because they said that they won't.
Can I say something too?
Okay.
To add on with that witchcraft, man, all those events and performances that you do, the shit like the what is it out there, Sonoma County, the Molech thing,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
it called that?
Yeah,
Cremation of Care.
Yeah,
Bohemian
Alright,
Grove.
the
Yeah, I was
Bohemian
thinking
Grove,
that.
that's
Yeah,
like what it's
yeah,
called.
That's right.
Alright, the Bilderberg and all that stuff like that, the spiritual cooking. Dude, man, that witchcraft is not gonna work. You gonna seek to your
Yeah, blood
soothsayers.
sacrifices.
Blood
That's right.
sacrifices is not gonna work, man.
That's
If
right.
you go to them demons for the council, I remember some brother said that where I think it's the Bilderberg meeting, and they showed you in that James Bond movie, the newest one, all right, where they had like basically all the richest
Oh
man,
yeah, y'all remember?
and they
yeah,
had
yeah.
like one seat in the middle
Man,
where nobody's
what?
sitting there.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, but they
That's
really
really
had it. They
cool,
really
yeah.
had it, and it's like 666 on the chair,
Yeah.
and Satan
You're right.
himself sitting in that chair giving counsel.
You're
Man.
right, they do have that. That's why the scripture said in Psalms the 10th chapter that he should be taking in the devices that he's imagined.
Yep.
That these movies and shit that Esau put out and the technology that they have in there, that shit is real.
Oh, hell
Like
yeah.
the movie like the series with Saw. You think Esau that movie don't really do that shit? Like
Man,
torture
man,
motherfuckers?
man,
Yeah, he do all that shit,
Hell
man.
yeah, man.
That's a part of his sorcery, man.
That's right.
And it's a shame too when you tell
Fear.
Jake about that, man. Jake don't believe it, man.
That's right.
Like this, man. That's why the Lord said the Lord, he's seeing all of it, man. The wickedness that we don't see, man. Like you could, like a lot of the stuff, man. We be weirded out by, man.
That's
You
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about like real shit though. Like
That's
I,
right.
No, you right.
like Esau do some weird shit, bro.
Right.
Like weird, man.
And
like,
if I may speak on one of the weird things, if you don't mind,
Mm.
I know it may sound crazy, but even dealing with the aspect of television, and the type of shows that they put on. Now, I'm not just talking about your Nickelodeons, your Disney Network. I'm talking about actual subliminal messages within the like certain sound frequency ways that you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
not only hear but sometimes feel.
Yeah,
Shit
yeah.
like that can put a certain spirit on you and have you, you know what I mean, like bugging out. Shit like that is a part of his sorceries and him actually getting us to go off. I can't put a name on it, but it's some shit that I've seen, browsing the unicorn, man. You
Yeah.
know, and it was you got
No,
some-
because if I could just correlate with you, because they got this whistle, it's a dog whistle.
Yeah.
Humans can't hear it
You
though.
can't hear it.
But a dog go crazy when you
He
hear
go
that
crazy,
shit.
yeah.
So the same type of high frequencies that whistle have, Esau had that type of shit for humans, man.
And
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
where
yeah.
you get it at every time, and you probably most people might not recognize
Mm-hmm.
it at your movie theaters. Your movie theaters have that ultrasonic sound, if you will, that you can not really hear but
Mm-hmm.
feel. So when it's like a scary moment, you kind of feel it as if you're there. Rather, it's all for the thrill.
Yeah, it's-
but that's his sorcery, you know.
I'm gonna say one more thing. Like the best drug to at least use is something called adrenochrome, man. Which I said before is basically like you can type that in and you can actually buy that shit, and that's the blood from basically like scared
yeah.
victims.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
when they were about the edge that they about to die, they sap
Extract
that
it,
blood,
yeah,
extract
extract it,
it.
yep.
While the fear is still in the blood, basically, and they can get like a crazy high off it, like better than cocaine, meth, all that shit like that.
Yep.
You know, and then the blood got the nutrients in it, you know what I'm saying, where they can get like basically like a vampire type effect where they can stay young and shit.
Yep.
These motherfuckers, the devil's smart, man.
And too, just to prove what he's saying, because I remember Elder Ayathan, he was speaking about it. They do something too with cows or whatever, like cows and certain animals. Like if they say they're about to get slaughtered or whatever, Esau put on like particular music, like say like you're a real rich individual. For that cow, for like a particular set of cows, he'll put on like some classical music so the animal's gonna feel and absorb that wavelength, and then that vibration of that animal when they get slaughtered, it'll produce more of a better effect. So when they actually get killed, and then you get the chops up,
That's right.
when you get the
That's
beef
right.
and all that beef will be better.
That's
Like
right.
I said, same thing with it's a vibration thing, man. Jake, but Jake don't know nothing about, like Jake don't have no idea about vibrations and all that shit.
That's
man.
right.
That's why all that stuff is important, man. Like I was talking about the blood stuff or whatever. Esau has this shit down to a science, man.
That's
He
right.
is-
It's crazy,
There's nothing
man.
he can hide from
Man,
you,
hell no,
This
man.
damn devil smart, boy. You a smart
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you
Esau.
smart motherfucker. I had it to you, man.
Diligent
Wise
with
man.
your wickedness.
Man,
How
what?
the wise names of Esau sought out. You
God.
know, I got a quick pre-Bible shot
Let's
just
go ahead.
going in on what you're speaking on. This Deuteronomy 14:21. It says, "Ye shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself."
Oh, beautiful.
And part of what Esau does is they have animals that been died, been sitting there rotting for a while. They see like, all right, this part decayed, but this other part of it's still all right. Let's put some ammonia to it, you know, as far as cleansing it, and then food coloring dyes and package it up and put it on the shelf and sell it to these people, man. And then they got you eating it while it's putting all kinds of demonic vibrations on you, whether it be them died of itself or Esau them violated it, or it was
man.
scared or so on and so forth, man. Because like the brother
I
was
need-
saying, my fault.
So like I didn't even think about it. He probably having sex with the animals and
Oh,
then
yeah.
killing them.
Yeah.
And, oh god.
Praying to his God and so on and so forth. It says, but of all, so like it says, ye shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. Thou shalt give it unto the stranger that is in thy gates,
Mm-hmm.
that he may eat it.
Come.
Or thou mayest sell it unto an alien, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power. Thou shalt not seek the kid in his mother's milk.
One of y'all real quick.
Okay?
And that's how you know they think they're the Jews because they use that against us. They like they got that fucked up meat. They say they're the Jews and we the heathens. Oh, we justified them just give them this fucked up ass meat. 'Cause
Yeah.
the
Yeah, you
scripture
right.
said,
Yeah.
but y'all not the holy people, man.
Come. That's right. That's right.
I got a quick precept for y'all. Give me-
Proverbs 4:14. Enter not into the path of the wicked,
Yep.
and go not in the way of evil men.
Keep
That's
going.
right.
Avoid it. Pass not by it.
Yep.
That's right.
Turn from it and pass away.
That's
Keep
right.
going.
It said,
Hey,
for
that
this.
was slacky, brother. Hey, yeah, like he said, one more time, you gotta shoot at evil. One more time, I'll bring that back. Yeah, cause no, he said, turn away.
Yeah.
Pass not by it.
Not by
You
it.
supposed to go the opposite way, man, when
Yeah.
you see this wickedness, man. That's a part of you hating abomination
Yeah,
vehemently.
Right.
One more time, Baba Kasha.
It's it says Proverbs 4:14. Enter not into the path of the wicked. Going back to what, man? You know what I'm saying? Don't be the scriptures say what, man? We shouldn't be equally yoked with non-believers, man.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
It said, enter not into the path of the wicked. And what Jake do, man? Jake always run to the so-called white man.
Yeah, he
Because
wanted-
what? Pursuant to what? I think that's Isaiah the 31st chapter, where it talk about woe to them that go down to Egypt.
Yeah, it's like-
Because they
That's right.
trust in what? In
First
chariots and horses because they are strong, man.
That's right.
All right? And then because Esau got all these riches and he makes shit look, he glamorized shit.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
You know?
man.
That's that witchcraft.
Every
Yeah,
knockout
come.
wrestler, man.
Yeah, because Esau, he make, what they call it? He put sugar on shit, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what he do. He put sugar on shit and tell Jake it's chocolate ice cream, man. And they eat that shit up
And that's what, see, it all
and get sick off that shit.
Yeah, come on.
That's why his labels be so fancy with shit. He
Yeah.
package shit so beautiful, but it's
Right.
shit in there.
Right,
He
I-
spit shine the turd like
That's right.
Said,
That's
man.
right.
Huh.
That's right.
It says, enter not into the path of the wicked and go not in the way of evil men. It said, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it. And that's the thing too, man, because even in the music industry, before you sign a big contract and shit, they bring it, because Cat Williams said it, man. You remember when you Pimp Chronicles and all that shit we was
yeah,
exposed? That's what Cat Williams used to be. He was funny as fuck. He was always talking about the government, man.
Yeah,
He was telling the truth. That's what he was most funniest, man. All right?
Yeah.
And then he tell you about the parties and shit that they have. Here it is. Esau, he give you a fucking choice, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
He showed Jake what the fuck, what you getting into,
Yeah.
and he give you an option, even though he don't got no option, but he make you think you got one.
Yeah, because the thing is, Esau he wants you to do it willingly, man.
Exactly.
It will not work if you being forced to do
Exactly.
it, man.
Well, yeah,
You know,
that goes
exactly.
back to him making you denounce the Father, because he can't make you denounce it if you force you to.
Yeah,
he gotta
exactly.
make you denounce the Lord.
Willingly.
Yeah, willingly, man. That's the key, man. And that's why the Most High say he wants you to do it willingly. I see
Yeah,
it over there.
yeah, that's right.
The Most High wants
If
you
I
to
do this thing willingly, I have a reward.
Exactly, man. That First Corinthians 9 chapter,
Yeah,
man.
that's
If you do it willingly, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
man.
brother,
No,
go
man.
ahead, brother.
I gotta say, if you do it willingly, more effort. Like I'm telling you, like you using your spirit now, man. I gotta when you doing it, when you it's hard to explain it, man. But if you not doing it with your whole heart, man, you not gonna produce the best results, man. That's why you see a nigga like LeBron James dribbling that ball and all. He's doing that willingly, man. Ain't nobody forcing him to do that. He want to do it, man.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna get in there more, man.
That's right.
You gotta. Go ahead.
Oh, I got a scripture, but I wanted to make a statement because you was talking about how they like
17. Like,
how they get you know a choice,
Uh-huh.
and immediately what comes to mind is the movie Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage,
Yeah, I see.
and he was being chased by the damn. He called him what? Satan. He called him what? He called him.
Yeah,
He's just damn Satan.
Uh-huh.
He wanted to sell his soul, but he wanted him to willingly give it. He took his father out. You know what I mean in the movie. Not to digress, but just speaking on the aspect of it, that was like a visual. So I got this quick this Deuteronomy 30 and 19, and it reads. It's like the wrong page. 30 and 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death. And the scriptures even go as far to say is, what shall a man profit if he gain the world but lose his own soul, man? You know, it's in the book of Mark. You know, the scriptures even say that much, man. Whether it be correlated with the movie or even Jake in everyday life. This is what you said before you, and y'all out here willingly choosing death, man.
Come on, man.
It's sad, though. It's sad.
It's sad.
Whether it be praying to Jesus, all right, or willingly, you know what I mean, selling out, like at these goddamn music industries. It says, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. So if you really love your children, really love your seed, okay, you're going to choose life. And how are you choosing life? By serving Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shah. The scripture say in Revelation, right quick, and I'm going to give it right back to you, if you don't mind, right quick. Revelation 1 and 3, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. So not only is the time at hand, but the blessed if you keep the things that's written in this book. You gotta do this thing. This is what brings you to life, that both thou and thy seed may live, man.
That's right.
All right. So you given the option, like the brother was saying, man, and y'all out here willingly running the opposite way from the Most High, man. Hey, like he said, they with their mouth they draw near to me, but their heart is far from me, man.
Yeah, that willingly thing, man, that's a big factor, man. It's just like anything else, man. If you got kids or a woman and your woman ain't like being with you willingly, it ain't the same, man. It ain't the same, man.
That's
like,
right.
it's like you gotta want to do it and rejoice in doing it, man. You know, man. That's why. Like I said, man, it's like if you got kids and your kids don't willingly listen to you, like you gotta force them to do some shit all the time. You don't like you don't like, man. It's going
want you to do it.
Yeah, I don't even want you to do it.
That's
then,
right.
man. You know what I mean? Yeah, they don't even do it at all, man.
That's right. One moment, brother.
Yeah, it says.
Go ahead.
It's for Proverbs 4 and verse 16. It said, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief."
That's right.
You know.
Yep. And
Yeah,
that's,
mhm.
yeah, now I was gonna say that's bringing back the point, man, about what we said earlier, man. Like it say Esau, this dude doing all type of shit. When you actually look up spirit cooking, all right, like real shit though. Like Jake might think that's a dance, but spirit cooking, I'm telling you, man, that shit is wicked as fuck, man. You know what I mean? It's like the amount of wickedness that Esau do, man. A lot of us, man, like as brothers. Like, we see a lot of that shit on TV, man, but if you was to be in the midst of these damn devils, like, imagine going to, like, a fucking party and there's nothing but Edomite devils in there, and you in there, you know what I'm saying?
Real quick.
Go ahead.
It's Revelation 18 and verse 5. It say, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities."
Yeah, and that's what the Most High doing, man. Like, I got that on the screen, too, man. That's one of the, man, that right there, man. I'm gonna have to hold that scripture, but that right there, man, that spirit cooking on, I put up on the screen and show the camera. That shit is wicked as fuck, man. And it's like that's just a little thing that we know, man. That Esau brought out, man. It's foul, man. You know what I'm saying? And but that's why the scripture is read. It says that her sins have reached up to heaven, man. Bring it back one more time, Mark.
Revelations 18 and 5.
Wicked, man.
"For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquity."
Yeah, man. Her sins is America, man.
That's right.
Like I said, man, I'm so fucking through with this damn place, man. If it was, if it was up to me, man, I wouldn't even fucking be here, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
America is
saying?
like America's obsolete, man.
Yeah,
America
man.
is like a fucking VHS, man.
Man,
We trying to upgrade, man,
Yeah,
to an
yeah,
HD.
yeah.
We want a motherfucking blue. We want fuck that. We want a projector with
Man,
the
what-
motherfucking screen, man.
Hell yeah.
America is a VHS. This
Man,
place
what?
obsolete.
Yup.
This shit need to get thrown in the trash, man.
Yeah.
This bitch need to be recycled.
Hell yeah. Yeah, real talk, man. This place, it
Yeah.
serves its own purpose, man. We no longer need to see wickedness, man. Like, it serves its purpose, man. We see what it is, man. And now the Lord can get us up out of this fucking place, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing left, man. Brothers and exhausted all their resources, man. You know what I mean? It's to a point, I won't forget this too. When we went out to Chicago, I remember Elder Malcolm said this on the line. He said it's getting to a point where it's becoming unbearable, man. That's what I remember him saying. I was like, damn, man, you right, man. It's to a point where, like, brothers, like, you literally don't know what to fucking do sometimes, man. You go home, you staring at the ceiling and shit
Yeah,
like that.
you right,
like,
you right.
This
Cause
shit
it
is
ain't
crazy,
nothing
man.
to do, man.
Yeah, it ain't
That's-
nothing to do, man.
Matter of fact,
Even I got this too, man. Even when you fucking, like, let's say you got done fucking a bitch, man. Like, no, I mean, that is like your fleshly desires is not met here no more,
That's
man.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I really mean that, man. Like, I can say that from the shit I go through, man. Like, you know, even if you popping a bitch, man, you got some niggas like, man, shit, you still get some box, man. Fuck that, man. I'm trying to get out of here, man. I'm trying to elevate my life to a point where I can.
Fucking right,
you know,
huh?
yeah, I need to get out of here,
But
man.
that's it though. Once you get
Fuck
to,
y'all.
yeah, Slark, you go ahead.
No, you
That's your
saying
fault.
something. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying like once you get your get the box, get the nuts, shit like that. Okay, I still gotta catch this head.
Yeah, man.
So like it ain't that relieving as it is.
That ain't nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why the scriptures. This is the only thing I'm looking forward to, man. I don't give a fuck about nothing else, man. And if you ain't speaking like-minded, man, I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Ira.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 13. Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful,
That's good.
and the end of that mirth is heaviness.
And that's real talk, man. That's why, like I said before, the scriptures speak for us, man. You know what I'm saying? It get to a point where sometimes you don't know what to say. You bring out a scripture, it said what you needed to say, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's why, as scriptures talk about, what Paul said, when he talking about he's praying, it's some stuff that his soul can't utter. I think it's the 8th chapter.
Yeah,
It's the 8th
yeah.
chapter. If you somebody can get that for me, Bob Shot, it's the 8th chapter. I know for sure, like around like 30.
What it
31,
say?
32.
What?
And Paul's talking about when he prayed for certain things he cannot utter. It's the 8th chapter for sure.
And what?
It's around like 30, 31,
2
32.
Corinthians?
No, Romans 8th chapter.
Oh,
Slack.
Rome. Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
Romans 8th chapter slack off.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah.
It's around like 30, 31, 32, somewhere around there if you can read it.
All
But
right.
there's certain things, man, like you can't even fucking get out, man. You know you catching so much hell, man. It's like I said, it's like it's to a point where what more can we do, man?
Oh, all right, I
You're
got it.
subjected to these
I think this
fleshly-ass
what you're
lies,
talking
so
about.
You can't even. You want to be right, especially when you read how about wise King Solomon. You know, Yahweh Shah, how they was doing this. Like we can't even get to that. Even if you read the blessings, man.
Yeah.
The law, statutes, and commandments, man.
Yeah,
There's a
man.
scripture in Isaiah like 40 somewhere says
'Cause I'm typing it
basically,
wrong.
like,
It's
he
in
saw- he
Hebrews.
calls
Yeah, I
make
know,
us-
right.
like he said he talk about Jake.
Mhm.
He make it us to howl, man. Hell yeah, cause sometimes you feel like you just want to fucking scream and shit
Man,
like
hell
that.
yeah,
Like,
man.
you know.
I think I got.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm gonna start up soon. This
Like Kodak Black said, he like make a nigga want to sing.
Man, well, yeah.
I've been through so much and shit that should make a nigga sing.
Hey,
man.
Marvin Gaye said that. Make me wanna holler.
Yeah.
Throw up both my hands.
Where they do my
Yeah,
life.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
real
yeah.
shit,
Yeah, that's
man.
that song called Inner City
Yeah,
Blues.
Kanye,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's one of my favorite albums, man.
Well, I
You
know
what
it's
I mean?
13,
Because
14.
this
That's
fucking
it.
place, man, it puts you in such a depressed fucking mode. It's a man. Elder Yashwamba said this too. I'll never forget it. It's a damn miracle we even out there, to muster up the strength to go out there and besides your day-to-day life, but to muster up the strength and go out there and not only to study, but to be in the spirit, you know what I mean? To watch news and then still bring all that. The Lord gotta have the spirits on us,
Got
man.
to.
He
That's
got to, man. How else you think we doing this, man?
That's right.
I ain't doing this like the brothers that's been out there for years, man. You ain't been doing this shit for you. You ain't been doing. I mean, like when I
Off
say
your own
us,
accord.
you ain't doing this on. You can't, man. If you think about it, like
Impossible.
It's impossible, man. It's some fucking mystical spirit, like it's the Holy Spirit.
energy.
It's over you and it's making you do it, man.
Give you that energy.
Yeah, it's giving you that
Power
energy,
you
man.
up.
Like
Yeah.
there was a couple niggas that used to come out like a couple years ago. They say, like, man, I respect y'all for what y'all doing, man. It's because like you gotta have respect for that, man. It's for us to be going through the shit that we going through, and you still finding a way to still do the damn job. You gotta have respect for that, man.
I got a code somewhere quick.
Yeah, come with it.
It's Hebrews 13 and 14. It says, "For here have we no continuing city."
Beautiful, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hold on. Bring that on back, huh?
Yeah, Hebrews 13 and 14. "For here have we no continuing city."
Yeah, man. This place is not like this ain't our place. This ain't our home, man. This is not our home, man. Go ahead, Art.
It said, "But we seek one to come."
And it's the kingdom, man. That's
right.
why a nigga can't get why we out there each and every week, man. Why, like, and you probably the niggas first question, why they out here? Why you keep coming out here, man? It's for the kingdom, man. And that's what we can say. The sum up, the answer is for the kingdom, man. I ain't trying to fucking be here all my damn life, man. I ain't trying to be here while I'm 30 years old, man. You know what I mean? Brothers is like, you know what I mean? Like, you actually think about your life and think about, like, damn, if I keep staying here,
This shit is, everything is defiled.
bro, yeah, man.
The scriptures tell you that, man. This place is so polluted.
Hell yeah.
And then it'll give you a sore destruction refuge.
what?
The scripture
That's
said
right.
this place is polluted.
Yeah,
Why the
man,
fuck would I want to
destroyed
stay in a? That's like a motherfucking like over there in where they had the nuclear reactor was open and spill over. Fukushima,
yeah.
and the goddamn the aftermath for that.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's pollution, and you could get sick and die. Why the fuck would I want to stay in a place that's fucking
Man,
polluted?
what?
I'm breathing in fucking fumes.
Yeah.
I can't even live the longevity of my life.
Man,
I
what?
can't enjoy my. The Lord said, one of make the Lord happy is a man that have joy. We can't enjoy our children here.
Yeah,
for
man.
the brothers who got. Why the
Man,
fuck would I want to stay here?
Man, what?
Women is.
Hoes,
That's the thing, man.
Yeah, man. Call it out. They hoes.
100.
Real shit, man.
Hey.
Yo, our women, the women that you got, man. Like I'm calling it straight, man.
And not to. We ain't gonna go there.
No. I
You don't want to let those spirits loose in this bitch. Somebody can't control them. I'll read that scripture. You know that was my fault though.
I was thinking that.
Get the brother First Esdras 8 and 83.
Yeah, grab that for the brother.
That's Hebrews 13 and 14. It said, "For here have we no continuing city."
That's right.
It said, "But we seek one to come."
That's right.
I was reading that again. I'm gonna read this, Micah.
You rap the status, man.
It's Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. We ain't supposed to be resting here.
Yeah,
right.
And that's what we looking for,
Yes,
man.
man.
That's
We
right.
plain men dwelling in tents. We just want
Man,
to rest, man. Just look, man.
Yeah, let me
No.
chill.
Leave us
man.
alone, bro.
Yeah,
That's
man.
right.
And that's what remind me too when you at work, man. Here it is, I done bust my ass, you know what I mean? I done did all my work and did my job. So when I sit down for this 2 minutes or 3 minutes,
Yeah.
why the hell are you on my ass, man? That's how
right.
it is with Esau, man.
That's right.
I didn't I didn't give you everything I didn't got to give you. I give you your life.
That's right.
And me and your mama worked
That's right.
Liking your black
man,
ass
liking your
with
black
balls.
ass. Yeah, man.
Come.
I'm like I said, I'm tired of this shit, man.
100.
I cannot stay here for no fucking 2-3 years, man.
That's right.
I'll take my ass over there to South America just to
I go to it in the Middle East, goddamn
Hell
right.
yeah, man. At least I hear this motherfucker, man.
Hey, we might get to let some steam off over there.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, for you, if you brothers out there in Jamaica, if y'all watching this, man, hey, y'all better praise the Heavenly Father. Y'all ain't in this motherfucker.
That's
man.
right,
Because
man.
if you in it, y'all catching hell too. I know that, man. But y'all ain't in this motherfucker, man. Babylon is this place is hell, bro.
This place is wicked.
I wake up every day like it's like you looking at your scriptures and shit like that. You want to grab it, but then Satan on you.
Yeah.
You know how much of a fucking demon that is, man.
Yeah.
I got it.
You right.
I'm a fucking
right.
kill somebody.
You right.
You right.
You right.
Hey, real shit.
Cause
hey.
it's like, hey, if I can say this, it's like it built up pressure.
Yes,
It's just like
man.
when you gotta pop a bitch.
Yeah.
Cause you built up, man. I
Yes,
need to let this out. I need to let this out. I'm ready out on you, ho.
Hey, look, yeah. It's like you gotta throw that weight on her, man.
Hell yeah.
It's like, but that and see, and that's where it is, man. That's why For women, if you women want to know why Jake fucks so good, it's because Jake catches so much hell.
That's
So that way he put that weight on your ass, man.
That's right.
That's why you like, damn, why he strokes so good? It's because bitch, I'm catching hell, man. Shit, man. Fucking feel me, man.
It's Micah 2 and verse
I gotta
10.
break this bitch off, man. Go ahead, I should like
Micah
it,
2 and 10. It says, arise ye and depart.
Hey, you James better get the fuck up out of this place, man.
That's right.
Spiritually, man.
Spiritually.
Stop
That's right.
fucking going into these damn places and putting your energy in this motherfucker, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, Hop.
It said, for this is not your rest.
Man, you get
Yeah,
it
That's
there,
right.
It said, this is not a
This
rest.
ain't no
Damn,
rest.
man.
This ain't no rest, man. You ain't supposed to be complacent here. Hey, like Apostle Gabar, he made mention of, man. We are living waters, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, living waters is constant to change. It's subject to change. It's never gonna stay the same. You can't be complacent here, man.
Come on, man.
All right, this is not our rest. You're not supposed to be trying to settle down. All right, you're not supposed to be, trying to make your life here in the
Yeah,
world. You're
man.
trying to seek your life, man. The Lord said, "All they that find their life shall lose it,
Come on,
and
man.
all they that lose their life for my name's sake shall find it, man." Okay,
Salaki, I know you got something over there.
that dude with the spirit switch.
It's okay. I gotta. If we close it out, I must close it out. With
Okay,
this
can I
scripture.
get something then?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Salaki, hold.
Let me
Go ahead.
get
I
some.
Let me finish this out
Go
right
ahead.
quick.
I need to give
Yeah.
you Revelation.
Did y'all get that precept?
19. I need to get the whole
You
damn
got-
chapter.
Can you get this precept for the brother?
Go ahead.
This
Salaki, if you
Oh
want
yeah,
to-
I just have to finish this.
Go ahead.
Micah
Go ahead,
2 and
go ahead,
10.
yeah.
It said, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. And I just wanted to get a couple of these words. Alright, in the Hebrew, the word rest, alright, is menucha,
Yep.
menocha. It says resting place, rest, quietness. Alright, it says figuratively constellation, right? And that's what it is. And our people got their constellation. That's what it is for them, man.
that's right.
They resting. 2/3 of the day, they resting over here,
cool
man.
here.
That's
They
right.
cool here, man.
Yep.
They got their constellation. But what the scripture said about that, man?
Yep.
I got
And
it.
what is it, Luke?
Luke chapter 6.
Yeah.
He already with you.
And
Hop.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
start
I see
at
it, yo. Good
about.
stuff.
Hey, cause if I can say this, that's why you gotta go into these words. Like I told the brother, remember I told you
Yeah.
go into the words, cause you go into the word, and the word, one of the synonyms for that definition of that word that you went into, it make you go into another scripture.
Yeah, that's right.
Like the
Yeah,
word
yeah.
consolation from the word rest. This ain't our consolation, and look at that. That's all for
Yeah.
going into the word.
Yeah, just, hey, man.
That's right.
One word.
Apostle Bar pushes that, man. He tell you,
Huh.
look at them words, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Y'all
No,
got it.
my fault. I'm in there right now. I'm just looking. It's 6 and like 20. What? 20 like 6.
It's 20. It's,
20.
yeah.
It's
Cause
in
it
the
say
20s.
receive your consolation. It's talk about Jake.
Yeah. Salaki, I'm looking for
But
it.
you
It's right there in
good.
my
It
face.
says
I know what it is. It's all in my.
comfortable,
I got it.
ease, quiet. Go ahead.
Okay. Luke chapter 6 and 24.
Oh,
It says, "But woe, mourning, death, lamentation, destruction." That's what woe means. But woe unto you
Yup.
that are rich,
Mm-hmm.
for ye have received your consolation.
Hey, and then hold. Gatham, you got bring out. You said comfortable.
Yup.
So
Like it.
hey,
Yup, it said
what-
comfortable. Mm-hmm.
I forgot who said it. I think it's Conor McGregor. But that he's like one of the worst things a man can never do is seek to be comfortable.
Right.
And you can, because that's a woman's attribute, man.
That's
A
right.
woman's attribute is to be comfortable her whole damn life, man.
That's
You as a
complacent.
man, exactly. Y'all get complacent, man. You as a man, you gotta be contrary to that, man.
That's right.
You gotta be able
You gotta
to.
own your move, man.
Yeah,
You gotta
man.
get up, do
The
something,
Lord
man.
say he coming to get them that are settled on their leaves,
Man,
brother.
that's
Sound
right,
crazy.
man.
That's right.
Bro,
Get
you
that
sound
brother,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, man.
Zephaniah 1 and 12. Get it for the
And
brother.
as you, while you right there, somebody give me Zechariah 3rd chapter, man. See,
Y'all get them
we said,
scriptures, man.
yeah, come on, yeah. Give me man. Hey, I know y'all see brothers in the spirit, man.
Hey,
Y'all gotta
get
get
in
in
there.
there too, man.
I got now. Let me get this.
on.
It says, Micah 2 and 10. Arise here and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted.
That's
Come
right.
on,
Now I'm going to this word polluted. All right, the Hebrew is tameh. All right, it says to be unclean, impure. It says to be or become unclean. It says sexually. Right, you're right. It's polluted. Because it's right, because our women is harlots. It says religiously, right? Because it going back to the philosophy, all right, and the poison that Esau has injected in our people.
That's right.
All right. It says ceremonially, What Yahushua tell them? The wicked scribes and Pharisees, cause they follow the traditions of they fathers.
Yep.
They ain't keep the laws though.
Yep.
Y'all follow the traditions of men. That's the ceremonies that Jake into. You feel me?
Yep. Get up in there. I keep get up in there.
He got a precept.
Go ahead, get it up. Go ahead.
This is,
Come on, read it louder. I need you to read it louder.
That's Ezra chapter 8 verse 33.
83.
83?
Yeah, verse 83.
Okay, so
It's going to the pollution.
83. That the land which he entered into to possess an inheritance in the land polluted with the pollution of the strangers.
The strangers, man. They brought they shit here, man. All they filthiness, they wickedness and whatnot, man. All right, these same people that couldn't bathe themselves, they just throw shit out in the street because they ain't have a proper sanitary system. We had to teach them all, you know what I mean, how to properly bathe and be clean and whatnot, man. These people is fucking polluted, and they gonna make you polluted if you join them to them, man. That's why the scripture said I believe it's in 1 Corinthians, could be 2nd, that going to wherefore come ye out among them and be ye separate, and I will receive you. Come out from among the unclean, though. All right, Esau is naturally born unclean. He got leprosy. All right, that damn blind hair is leprosy in the book of Leviticus, man.
That's right.
All right, he naturally born unclean, but you got guys out here that's trying to say they motherfucking ass. It's just asinine, man.
Yeah, and then another synonym for that word polluted is contaminated, man.
See?
Now, you say, for instance, hey, in the movie, what's that movie, man? The Fifth Wave, man.
Yeah.
All right, in that movie, when they folks got contaminated with that disease, what did they do? They quarantined them, man. They
out of the wicked shall not rest upon the rod of the righteous.
Salakia.
At least the righteous put forth their hand, man.
read that again and go into it again.
Come on, man.
Psalms.
And Rashad, give me. I know the word, but give me to the
Psalms
camera. Give me the word,
125
rod
verse 3
in
says,
Hebrew.
"For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity."
Yeah, man. So if we stay here, man, you guarantee
That's right.
you gonna get engulfed into this fucking society, man.
Perfect scripture.
I'm telling you what, man. That's why occasionally, like I said, you might catch yourself doing some, like it ain't necessarily fucking wicked, but you might catch yourself dabbling a little bit into this fucking world, man. And then you thinking you like, oh shit, man. It's because, man. I'm telling you, it's because of this fucking society, man. It would drive you to the brink of destruction, man. And I couldn't see it before, man, but I can see why. Because remember, when we was younger, I used to wonder why Jake get on drugs and like all the other shit. But I can see why, man. Your mind has to be fortified in this damn society or you going to break the fuck down, man. Everything, the food that you eat, the air you breathe, the women you deal with, all that shit is a fighting against your willpower, man. Hey, your willpower go down, man.
The scriptures say what, man? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Man. Real shit, man. And matter of fact, give me real quick, Baruch Shah, if you got it, one of y'all, Proverbs 18 and 14. Baruch Shah, man.
It's Proverbs chapter 18, verse 14. The spirit of a man will sustain his...
Man, yeah. Hey, I say that. Like Leo did, like he flexed on that
scripture. Proverbs 18 and 14.
Hey, go ahead, bring it back, man.
It's Proverbs.
I'm playing his ass, son.
Just check that.
He was like, I thought he was your friend.
Why?
Because he knows my first name.
Yeah.
Son, I'm playing his ass. That's the game.
When you think of go over there?
The hands. When you think of
Come on, man, I gotta bring it back. You gotta take jabs and say, man. See, like
I got one too, brother.
And this how you, because brothers want to know, like, why brothers go so hard with the scriptures, man. This how you back Satan up off you, man.
Right.
And you can't fight Satan with no other weapon, man. I have to back his ass off with the scripts, man. Like, you might see, like, brothers like, oh, why he goes so hard? Why he speaking like this, man? It's because Satan, you don't see Satan, but I know he here, man.
Hey, because if I can say this, really, we on the defensive. That's why the scriptures say we set in defense for the God. So we really defending ourselves. We ain't fighting yet. Because the scriptures say the weapon of warfare not corner. We ain't fighting yet. It ain't time for us to fight. We defending ourselves. And like the brother said, man. Like the brother said.
Yeah, that's right. We in defense mode, man. We on the ropes right now, but when your house shot come back, guess what? We gonna level up. Yeah, we gonna get you up off of us, man. Good still. We in defense mode, man. Yeah, I can. Go ahead. I headed to.
Because man, cause you do the martial arts, and I just thought about it.
Yeah.
You said you gotta get them up off.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah.
We ain't fighting yet though. We ain't throwing no blows yet, really like that. Really spiritual blows, but you know, right?
Okay, I can hear. I didn't think of it like that.
This Proverbs 18 and verse 14. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity.
And that's spiritual, man. That's all that.
That's the only thing that gonna sustain you.
Man.
It said your infirmity, you get a sickness.
Yeah, anything,
anything, an ailment.
Yeah, spiritually too, man. You might be catching hell. What has you? It's like a soldier on the fuck. I always equate it to this truth to the actual battlefield. Mm-hmm. If you on the battlefield, what gets you back up? Let's say you got a fucking stab wound or whatever. The only thing that can get you back up is your willpower, man. Right. Your willpower has to be strong enough to the point where you dig deep and die inside of your ass and you get the fuck up, man. That's right. Otherwise, you're going to break down, man.
That's right.
Come on, man. Bring it.
That's why I recommend, if y'all ain't seen that movie, The Dark Towers, see that movie.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. Yeah, that's a good movie. With Idris Elba, right? Matthew McConaughey. Oh,
where'd you get out that movie?
It was Jacob against Esau.
Okay.
Yup.
That's how I got, but I,
the more deeper sense of it,
right?
Like that is basically about having a strong mind against demons.
You're right, yeah. He was trying to break Idris down.
That's all about breaking.
He couldn't do it though. He was too strong.
That's why that kid. They said that kid can bring down the towers and whatnot but they needed a kid with a strong mind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said something called the shine.
Yeah, the shine.
It's a strong psyche.
That brightness, that the wisdom. He had the understanding.
That's the soul, man.
Yeah, he had the spirit. But I'm gonna keep going because I ain't even read the point yet. Because the point in the second half of the verse, you feel me? In Proverbs 18 and 14, the spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit, who can bear it?
Man, speak on
I can't speak on that. I don't even know what to say right now. You know what? The spirit making intercession for me on that, man.
Yeah. That's the one I wrote earlier, man. It has your spirit. I'm telling you, matter of fact, it's gonna lead me to this, man. One of y'all over there.
And I got some too to go with that with this precept you just had me get.
Mike Olive, one of y'all, give me 1 John 4. Give me verse 4, man. Because like we're saying, it has. Now we're gonna get. What's up?
I gotta get it now.
Okay, get it now, then, man. Get it now, man.
Sirach.
Get it now.
It's Sirach chapter 30. Verse 21. It says, give not over thy mind to heaviness.
That's right.
And afflict not thyself in thine own counsel.
That's right.
Hey, because it made me think of the scripture, man. And what is that, second Esdras? They talk
14,
about the
14.
Yeah,
we hit that earlier.
It said,
Bring that scripture back out. We'll name it.
Sirach 30 and 21. It said, give not over thy mind to heaviness and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel.
That's right.
All right. It said, I got something else too though. Okay, a little bit more. It said, the gladness of the heart is the life of a man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days. Mm-hmm. You know, right? So that wear us down, man. When you that wear you down,
Hell
man.
Yeah, man.
That wear you down, man.
Look, I'm gonna send out, Lord willing, I'm gonna send out a video to y'all, man. I'm gonna try to really watch this, man, because it was a video about, it was like this Edomite going into like the science of your willpower, and this shit was true, man. The more you fight something, the more kind of you saying, like, you just gotta watch it. He's like, the more you kind of get into it, man. It's like, let's say a fine ass bitch or whatever walk past and you just like, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna do that with her. Like, you resist them, but the more you resist, the more like you using more willpower. That's what I'm getting at. The more willpower you use, the more you deplete that willpower, man. And it has to be built up. That's why you might be working hella hard one day. Like, let's say, like, you know, you're working hella hard one day. In order for you to build back up that willpower, you're gonna have to rest, man, because your willpower is getting depleted, man. But since we on this topic about the spirit of the stuff,
I got something else.
Right?
Yeah.
And then give me that 1 John. I don't know, get yours like that.
No. It said the gladness of a. Oh yeah. Verse 23. It said, "Love thine own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow have killed many." Yeah. And there is no profit therein.
And that's how you do it, how you remove sorrow from your heart. Because each and every one of us, we have all of us, we always like that, through the spirit when we was younger, you had a void in your heart, man. Whatever you went through, whatever fucking traumatic experience you went through, rather than you losing a mother or father, growing up homeless or whatever, because all of us has been through some of them shits to a certain point. All of us been through a lot of that shit. But we all been through that experience where some shit traumatized you. How the way you feel that void is through the scriptures, man.
Right.
The scriptures is ultimately that fulfilling will, because you want to know why this shit's happening to me, man. Why me, Lord? Like Neo say, like, what I do? You want to know why the fuck the Lord afflicting you, man? I ain't do nothing. I try to live my life the best way I can, but I'm still getting fucked up. But now you know, man. It's the scriptures, man.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
can
it
counteract
is,
it
man.
now.
It's
You can counteract
it. Yeah, you can counteract it, man. It's like now you can fight back, man. It's like, but it's like that's why. Give me real quick one of y'all Romans 12 and the last verse, man.
Can I get one?
Get up in there, all right?
Psalms 27:10. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if it be a traumatic experience, even in the aspect as that, you
Right.
know, the Lord, He take you in, and he it's like His spirit and everything that He opened you up to. It fills that empty,
Yeah,
that void
yeah.
that you wanted to. Your questions get answered.
Yeah.
Everything makes sense.
Yeah.
Why you going through it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's because we're under curses and so on and so forth, man.
And like that's what we trying to explain to Jake, man. It's like because when you meet brothers that's in the spirit, like you can tell, man. It's like, oh, they in the spirit, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? The mother niggas in the streets, they don't like random Jake. They don't got that, man. They dead, man. You know what I'm saying?
I had one more.
Go ahead, and then
Sirach 38 and 18. It said, "For of heaviness cometh death, and the heaviness of the heart breaketh strength."
And that's ultimately like we was going into, man. In this world, man, you gonna get broke down to a point where, man, like some days, man, you gonna fucking cry, man. I'm just being real, man. Like I ain't talking about no punk shit. I'm talking about like that fucking pain.
Sometimes,
It
spill
out, man. And that's just real shit, man. If you ain't been to that level, that means you ain't go through that, man.
And the Lord didn't break you down.
Yeah, exactly, man. Cause every man that been to that point, man, when you fucking, you know, you might go, you know, punch or whatever. Yeah, punch a fucking wall. You know, you don't want to talk to nobody, man. Like, you know, you shed a tear, man. Yeah, how I went through that shit, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
I got this for you.
Yeah,
This is from King David. All right, chief musician, Psalm 14 and 1. How long wilt thou forget me, O Yahweh?
Yeah.
Forever?
Yeah, forever King David felt like that, man.
He broke down.
Man.
God.
It's times in your life, man, where it's like you can't handle this shit on your own.
Yeah,
man.
you want the Lord to do something,
Hell
man.
yeah, man.
You need your help, man.
Yeah, you
need your help, Lord.
Yeah, yes, man.
Deliver us, man.
Get
You
me
can't
out of
take
here,
this,
man.
Lord.
Yeah, I'm doing what you require of me, Lord. Come on, man. I know you know everything, but how much of it can I fucking take, man? Brothers' lives, you look at brothers' lives and how shit set up, you like, oh man, like my life ain't, I can't stay here no fucking 5 years, man.
Oh,
like,
hell
you know,
no.
if you really look at it, like, I'm talking about logically, man. Like, if you look at brothers' lives, you like, man, I can't see myself.
It'll be hard, man.
It'll be hard, man. Like I said, like Elder Malcolm said, this shit is becoming unbearable, man. Fuck, man.
It says, how long wilt thou hide thy face from me? Hey, that's King David crying. He was crying out to the Lord, man.
Yeah, man.
Right.
A man that had every fucking thing, man. That had hundreds of men at his damn command, man. Had thousands of women, and he like, damn, Lord.
Mighty man.
He was a mighty man.
Mighty man.
Putting
Man
shit,
of war.
putting niggas down, man. A man that can kill you with a fucking
Had in reputation.
Yeah, man.
He had a reputation. Nigga knew him.
Yeah, man.
They had songs about it. David, King Saul slated that. David tens of thousands.
Yeah, like the chick said every time I saw it, like, hey, man, Saul killed thousands, but David killed tens of thousands.
Right.
And Saul was known in them streets.